let's get straight to it. You're probably watching this video because your AMS system has this blinking red light. That means something's stuck inside, so we're gonna show you how to fix that right now. So first things first, we're gonna turn this baby off. No power can be on when you're doing this. Take the switches off, boom, pop that open. There's gonna be two latches in the back here. You're gonna wanna push both of those down. You're gonna need two hands, so prop the camera down if you're also doing a recording. Boom, pop it out, toss it to the side, easy peasy. Then we're gonna close this up, unplug the power supply from the back of the AMS system, and then make sure we're gonna wipe this down, make sure it's clean, keep your machines clean. Boom. Next, we're gonna go to our Allen keys. This is important. So we're gonna need a 5/64 for these long screws in there. Make sure you have extended ones because they are kind of deep in there. As I said again, 5/64, that's gonna be the size you're gonna need. Screw those open. There should be two of them. You're gonna do that real quick. Bam. Put those to the side where you're not gonna lose them, and you're gonna gently kind of finesse this over the ledge. Be careful not to pull too hard because there is two attachments in the back that you don't want to pull these plugs out on accident. So stand it up very carefully, and as you can see, there's going to be two plugs back here. We're going to get to those in a second. Alrighty, you see the plugs right here. We're going to stand this up nice and gently, put it a little bit closer. We're not putting pressure on the plugs, and then we're going to take these out. I used my Allen key and I came up from the bottom to get this first one out. Just be gentle, take your time, don't rush it. You're gonna pop these out, they'll pop out nice and smooth. Boom, you should have no problems. As soon as that's all out, then you can actually remove the AMS system from there. Make sure to keep these two screws somewhere where you're gonna know you're gonna find them, do not lose them. All right, now here's the fun part. So we're gonna take a clipping of our PLA. Try to use a bright color, that way you're able to see it through the PTFE tube on the back because they are kind of transparent. Then what you're gonna do is you're gonna stand up your AMS system, and in the back you're gonna see 4 tubes. Be careful when you're handling this tube because there is a motherboard back there. You don't want to be, bending, breaking stuff back there. So be gentle. This is where we're gonna enter through. There's gonna be 2 latches right here. You're gonna be able to press down on these little sockets, and then boom. See, that's the culprit right there. We're gonna take that out. Bam. See how brittle that was? You don't want to have dry filament because it's becomes super easy to break inside the gears in there too, and then you got a whole mission to take that out. So pop that back in there. We're gonna check each and every one of them. What I like to do is I like to go through the top and then see how you can see through. Use a bright color, just my recommendation. You're gonna pull these latches back and then put it through, slide through, make sure there's no excess PLA in there. Make sure everything's tightened up. Now from here, it's basically the reverse step. So we're gonna drop our AMS system back in there vertically, get it kind of close. Remember where these 2 plugs go into. The one with the tag, the little band around it, should go on the left side. The plain one should go on the right. It could be different, but just just take videos, pay attention. Shouldn't be that hard. And then you're gonna finesse this little piece back in there. You might have to push it down a bit, and then make sure that little tube for the PTFE tube on the back side is out there. And then of course you're gonna pop your screws back in. Boom, close it up, and I think we're all good. So now we're gonna set it back up. We're gonna put our PTFE tube back in there, make sure it lines up on the inside, and then our power supply, you're gonna plug that back into the left side. It doesn't really matter which side, they're both power supply ports. Now for the real test, we're gonna fire this bad boy up, put the power on. Boom, all 4 white lights. There's no more red light. I know the 3rd one, you're probably looking at that one like, why isn't that one turning on? The actual light gave out on me a while back, so it still functions and everything. Just just giving you guys the heads up, not trolling. So eventually what we're gonna do now is we're gonna load all these up, put our filaments back in, make sure it's feeding the filaments. Now I'm gonna give you guys a little test run. I'm gonna print some stuff, printed a few things, make sure everything's leveled, everything's functioning properly, and hopefully this video helped you guys, man. It helped somebody out there because I needed help. I couldn't find no type of video to help me with this problem. But if you need more help, subscribe. Yes sir.